There's something that was said by Prince Mashale. He spoke about the fact that MK Party will collapse. MK Party is a party that is just waiting to collapse ahead. Well, today, the 14th of January, they were before the Pietermaritzburg court. We saw those divisions there. But the question is, does the divisions translate into the collapse of the party? The reason I'm laughing is because I'm just now thinking about something. How other people are managing to control some of MK Party members. But there's something that I want us to interrogate about what Prince Mashale says. You might think that the MK Party is dying, and you might probably agree with him as to say it's going to collapse ahead. But there's something to consider in this. I was listening to the owner of LinkedIn, how he designed LinkedIn, what people said when he was designing LinkedIn. Later on, the same owner, he was in charge of Airbnb when it came, and it was already there, but they wanted to push it to the next level. And when he wanted to go into that business, people said, this thing is collapsing, leave it. There's something that he mentions about that, and after listening to him, I realized that sometimes when we think certain things are collapsing, actually, that's when they are stronger. Today, Airbnb is something else. Today, LinkedIn is something else. So I want to take you into that journey and explain what he said about the organization. Some of organizations that sometimes now we say they are actually useless, they are falling apart, they are collapsing. He said something about them. But before we can talk about the thing that he said about such, let's start here. Let's listen to Prince here.
When the chaos happened, so I see MK, they're excited, everyone is running there. They think they are the ones who are going to get into the space because we're in a transition and they will lead South Africa. Floyd and them, they think, we are the future leaders of South Africa. Leave and I leave. It's not going to happen. These fellows don't understand history. Everyone who's jumping in there, it's actually not going to lead South Africa. South Africa is going, there will be chaos in South African politics, coalition politics, as I said, for a minimum of 15, around 20 years. Add 20 years to Floyd Shivambu's age. And then you will see where I'm going with this thing. At some point after 20 years, a force will emerge to take over as a hegemonic force that is going to lead South Africa. All of these people who are running around now, most of them will be no more. Jacob Zuma, people will talk to him as an ancestor. They will go to his grave and talk to him and give him snuff, even though in his life he didn't smoke. But they will go talk to him and say, bless us. So, the MK is not part of our future. If you look at it through a historic prism. But here is the other thing about MK. The glue that holds MK together is Jacob Zuma. Remove Jacob Zuma from the picture.
And sorry, you've made me laugh too much.
No, it's true. It's true. Oh, it is true.
Snuff is the best. That's your best line ever.
And you see, those who will go to his grave and give him snuff, by the way, they will make him even very angry because the chap never smoked snuff in his life. But on a serious note, if you remove Jacob Zuma from the MK tomorrow.
Okay. I want to ask you a question. Because some of the things that he said is that if you remove Jacob Zuma from the party will collapse. I want to ask this. Don't you think there is a leader that can take MK Party forward? Don't you think maybe that Jacob Zuma has learned the lessons on how other political parties collapsed? Yes, I want to agree with him. A political party like your NFP I remember when Zanele Magwaza started getting sick, and that political party went from pillar to post, squabbles in the leadership. People want to control. I'm saying they wanted to control the leadership and then with the organization. I'm saying somehow, somewhere, MK party people must have studied that. They must have studied about UTM. They must have studied all these other political parties. The reason they must have studied those things is because they don't have to repeat the mistakes of the past. But before I can proceed and show you all these other things that I need to show you, let's start here. If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people, because to subscribe it is free, to like the video it is free, to comment in the comment section below it is free of charge, to click the notification bell it is free of charge, to share this video it is free of charge, to watch this video until the end it is free of charge. Also, good people, come on, to watch the ads it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contribution to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the super thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, we'll bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed. Okay, now let's now proceed again. There's this thing that I want to show you. Let's talk about the guy with LinkedIn. He says when he was starting a LinkedIn, people said to him, how many of these social media platforms are there? And others will come and say, in fact, research the research reveals that people will not like these things. Who will like those things? He says, despite those criticism, others bringing some things that they called it scientific evidence, he went on and continued with LinkedIn. Today, LinkedIn is a success story. From there, he got approached by the people who are running APNP. APNP at the time is already existing. It's already on the market, but they just want to elevate it. He says before he takes the job of helping these guys and building this company, he meets with his friends. He goes to the people that he knows they will critique him. And he says, it was evidence after evidence after evidence after evidence why APNP will not be a success. But he says, despite the evidence that was brought to me, I still went on with LinkedIn. But look, what he did differently, he says, he took the criticism and looked at the validity of the criticism and used it to avoid failure, and went on and conquered. So here's the thing. Today APNP is a success story. But when it was being created, there were heavy criticism they received. So don't think that just because someone is predicting a fall of MK party, sometimes they are telling the truth, they are seeing what they are seeing, but a leader will take those things and use it to stabilize the party and make sure the party doesn't collapse. So in a way, you need people that will come and critique you. You need people that will come and say to you, you're not going to make it. And they give you the reasons. And that becomes the reason why you need to make it. Their reasons becomes the reason why you need to make it. I hope you get it. Their reasons the reasons why, there are reasons why you will never succeed becomes the reasons why you should succeed. Hear my take. Maybe these people are right. Considering what we saw today, a court, what did we see today? We saw this.
Sobasilana sama members omkhonto wesizwe sizothi thina siyafuna umsholozi alalele eze futhi ukukhala kwethu ngoba asikwazi ukumbona siblockekile labantu ababeka as high command nalo ambekile njengo provincial convener uyisimkhulu sithi thina abahambe basuke emkhontweni ngoba bayasidivide bathatha amasayidi babiza umkhonto khona umkhonto A nomkhonto B kodwa i-office balifica likhona line-structure and sikhathele ukuthi kudliwa imali baqambele abantu abangadlanga lutho amanga sithi thina sifisa umsholozi eze ngoba ithini esama-ground force esaqala umkhonto ithini ekade simisa ama-branch omkhonto bonke laba kade bengekho so sifuna lokho siyama-members omkhonto wesizwe away with amasela aqhamuka ey'nhlanganweni ze-EFF nenhlangano za-ANC ekade zingekho siqala into yethu yabantu ewumkhonto wesizwe amandla.
Okay, so since we have seen this, does it mean that this is the end of the MK party? I don't think so, and I'll tell you why. During our elections, I followed the data. And I said to people, based on my research, MK party will do well. And guess what? A lot of people that I was talking to said, never, that's not going to happen. Voila. Today, MK party is a leading opposition party in South Africa. Third biggest political party. Broke the record. Nobody saw it coming. A lot of people, even when I showed them evidence that, hey man, this is what the research is saying, they said, no, that's not going to happen. Okay, it happened. Today we are here. What I want you to understand in this is that the opposite here is true. It's just how the leadership go about this. I am saying MK party has got the capacity and the capability to succeed. But for me, I will say, if I was in the leadership, I would say, let's bring all the critiques together. Or let's visit them one by one. And ask them, what is it that they see which tells them that we are going to fall in the near future? And then we'll take that and use it to our advantage, because some criticism, there is truth in them, and some is just people feeling that way. Sometimes it's just people trying to be relevant. But be it as it might, you can still use the criticism to your favor. It has worked for me. When I wrote my book, I was told that's never going to happen. I did it again. There are a lot of things that you get to achieve if you use criticism to your favor, to your advantage. For me, this whole thing is up to MK Party, how they use it to their advantage. It is expected that MK Party must have the problems that they're having. But there's something I've also noted about this. One of the person that is highlighted about Adoko that people do not want is Willis Mkhun. And then I said to myself, but what is the position of Willis Mkhun? I realized he's busy disciplining people. I then realized that there are people who got disciplined. And then I went back and I said, wait, Could it be that some of those people came back to influence the members of MK Party and specifically targeted certain individuals? We have seen how MK Party has been infiltrated. It's a fact. The past few weeks, there was this thing that was coordinated. This idea that there was there's a war between Secretary General and Ututuzile Zuma. Okay, that thing has now died down. Now we are seeing these divisions. We've been seeing these leaked audios, these videos, but now we saw it live today. And I've said, even when I was releasing the video where I spoke about the leaked what, and I said, I hope it's not leaders that are outside of MK Party now trying to influence the decisions inside MK Party to their favor. I hope and wish it's not that. And Namanja, I repeat, I hope it's not those leaders, or it's not the doing of those leaders who are outside of MK Party trying to influence MK Party. But I don't think that this is the end of the world. I still believe that it's still possible to have this organization fully functional. It's still possible to have this organization succeeding, because we expected this organization to be where it is today, have the problems that it has today, because it's still new. It is as expected. Now, I don't want to go anywhere further. I'm already tired myself. So let me stop it here with the hope that we'll meet each other on the next episode. But until such a time, good people, please take care.